Hello everyone, I'm going to do a quick tutorial for Wednesday's activities. There's a couple of new things that we're doing, so I wanted to make sure that everybody could access them easily. So we are on Wednesday, and the activity for math is to watch a Brain Pop Junior video on plane shapes. So you can click on this Brain Pop blue icon right here and it'll bring you into Brain Pop. You will log in using the 203 Martin password and the Wildcat 2020 password to log in. And then over here you're going to click the drop down arrow and make sure you are in Brain Pop Junior. If you don't click on Brain Pop Junior, you won't be able to find the correct video. And then I will start typing in plane shapes and it pops up. And then all you have to do is click on this icon right here and it'll play a quick video for you. Then the next thing on our calendar, it says sides and vertices. If you click on this, it'll just bring up slide 3, which is over here. And it is the top page portion of our worksheet page for today. Again, explaining what sides are and what vertices are. So that's kind of just a little refresher. And then today you have to do math pages 724 through 726. Take a picture of them and upload them to Seesaw. So let me just show you those pages really quick. This is page 724. Again, this portion that's kind of in purple up here is what you saw on slide 3 on the calendar. If I were doing this at home with, or at school rather, with the students, I would do 1, 2, and 3 together. You can do the examples up here as well, that's fine with them. I would do 1, 2, and 3 together with them. I might have them trace over and make like a darker line over each of the sides and then kind of put a dot on each of the vertices or points, so they were really understanding the difference between sides and vertices. Then on page 725, I would give the students a chance to work on 4 through 9 on their own, and then I would check it afterwards just to kind of build their independence and see if they could do it on their own. 10, 11, and 12 is optional. They don't have to do it. Again, sometimes it's confusing for them to draw on the dots down here. So they have to finish the shape. So there's a pentagon, a quadrilateral, and a hexagon. If you are not familiar and your student is not familiar with the names of the shapes, there is a 2D shape kind of a cheat sheet that I have attached in your packet. It's the first page. It has the different shapes with the names on them. Again, that page is in your packet. Okay. Lastly, there's page 726. This is the problem solving and applications page. This page is a little bit more difficult. They will need some help walking through it, especially making sure that they are answering all parts of the question. Okay. So the first one says Alex draws a hexagon and 2 pentagons. How many sides does Alex draw altogether? You can have them draw the shapes on their paper kind of in this free spot space if you'd like, or you can draw the shapes for them because our writing is just a little bit more neater than theirs, and then you can have them count how many sides there are altogether. The next one, Ed draws a shape that has 4 sides. It's not a square. It's not a rectangle. Draw a shape that could be Ed's shape. They can draw anything they want. The sides could be uneven. It will look a little bit wacky, and that's perfectly fine. It's just getting them to apply their knowledge of drawing a side of a shape. Lastly, number 15, I don't expect the children to duplicate these shapes. I understand that it's hard. What I would do if we were in the classroom, I would label and maybe put a number under each of the shapes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There's a little bit of blank space under here. You can just label them and then just put the number of the shape in each of these boxes. That is completely fine. Make it easy on yourself, make it easy on them, okay? And then take a picture of those pages and upload them to Seesaw for me. The next activity is reading. There's a problem and solution worksheet. This is in your packet, okay? It is behind the emoji spelling from yesterday. It is labeled at the top, Wednesday, April 15th. Students have to write the problem at the beginning of the story and how Crickwing could have solved his problem. If you need to read the story again, you can always go back to Monday and listen to the read aloud from YouTube again, just so your child has a refresher of what the story was about. Next, our grammar activity is in Seesaw. You can again click this blue link. It'll bring you right to Seesaw. The activity is, it says pronoun identification number 2. You can click add response. I will be the sample student. Again, you can use the pencil tool or whatever this is, the marker, I think, or the highlighter tool. I like the highlighter tool. Your child can pick whatever color they'd like. I like blue. They have to mark the pronoun that could replace the underline word or words. So Aaron is reading to Mrs. Jackson. In this instance, Aaron is underlined, so they want what pronoun can replace Aaron. Our options are they, she, I, or we. And the correct answer would be she is reading to Mrs. Jackson. So then they can highlight over the correct answer. They can circle it. Whatever tool is easiest for them to use is perfectly fine. Then lastly, we have to read a story in Raz Kids today and answer a question. You can also click this blue link and it'll take you right to Raz Kids. I have also attached the link to Raz Kids in Seesaw. I understand that it's easier for your kiddos to, if everything's in Seesaw, it's easier for them to access rather than having to go back and forth to this calendar. Okay, so that's for today, Wednesday. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. Yesterday, I did mention that I added this retelling activity to Seesaw digitally, so I hope that is a little bit easier than all the cutting and pasting and all that kind of stuff. So again, you can click add response sample student, and then you can click, where was that button? No, that's not what I wanted. How come I don't see the icon? There is a move button. I need to find this icon on here and I just can't see it on my view. But you will move the pictures from down here and you can put them in order on top of the number tiles at the top. Okay, so if that's easier for you, you can do that. Sorry, I was just trying to see if I could see it. I'm not sure why it's not over here. Again, if that causes trouble and we need to fix that, we can. Maybe I'm just not seeing it here. But that's the activity that I added. Should you and your child want to do it, that way. Okay. Again, if you need any help accessing this, please feel free to give me a shout out. I hope this helps.